Hey Sagittarius, it's Lisa. Here is your general reading for December 25th to 31st, 2023. This is just a general reading. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, all my contact information is in the description box below. I am holding a contest in December, so only this week left before I pull the lucky winner. If you would like to win a reading with me, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel and leave a comment and I'll enter you in the draw. And if you've already subscribed, no problem, still leave a comment and I'll enter you in as well. Okay, so Sagittarius, let's see what's in store for you this week, the last week of the month and the last week of the year. So Sagittarius, overall message is this Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is all about you've planted a seeds to your success. Now it's just doing the work to, get all the abundance out of it and to see the benefits of your work and the success. It's about adapting, changing some things, adding some things, being open to new ways of doing things and new opportunities. And the more you do that, the more success that you're going to see in this week and in the coming months. So it's all about being able to adapt, but you started the process and now it's growing it. The challenge you have this week, Sagittarius, is the Wands. Wow, I'm having problems. It's a very busy week, I guess. And it is Mercury retrograde as well. On top of everything, Mercury went into retrograde on the 13th and it comes out on the 1st. So problems with communication, obviously. So the challenge is the Eight of Wands, and the Eight of Wands is about travel. So for some of you, it could be just that you're trying to move forward with things, but you're traveling. So it's a challenge. It can be a challenge to have to travel at this busy time. And then for some of you, it can be, this card is also about things moving forward fast, right? Shooting forward. So it can be that things are moving forward really fast and you're trying to kind of balance things. And other people, it may be that they're not moving forward fast enough for you. So you have to have a little patience. So with this being general, it's kind of hard to pinpoint, but we'll get some more clarity on this to see where it lands for this reading. And then where you need to focus on, Sagittarius, is the Five of Swords, which is all about getting a new perspective. It's about, I always look at this card as like the end of the battle, and you're kind of standing there and looking at, okay, well, what did this year bring? And what did I learn in this situation? What am I left with? What do I need to do to move forward? So you're kind of looking at everything, like taking a step back and looking at everything. And then you gather the information and move forward. You gather the lessons. So with it being this time of the year, the very last, week of the month and the year, it is really a good time to do this. I don't agree with people going back and living in the past, but it's a great time to kind of take a step back and look at what we've achieved, look at, what worked, what didn't work, and then set a plan up for the next year. So it makes total sense that you get this perspective and then are able to move forward. And then what you don't see coming in, Sagittarius, is, we'll reveal it in a minute. Okay, so let's get some clarity on this, Sagittarius. So planting the seeds to your success, it just really feels like some of you might have just, had the idea, kind of are thinking about it, moving forward with what do you need to do in order to have success in this area of your life. Others, it may be that you've already started doing some of the work, putting the foundation down, and it's just doing more work, gathering more information, being open to adapting as you move forward. And the more you do that, the more flexible you are, the more success that's going to come in. So it's maybe, you all may be at different phases of this. The Four of Swords is all about, through this process right now, you may want to withdraw and kind of, put things in place. This card's about healing and kind of saying, okay, I've gone through this. I know what some of the facts are. I know what I need to do to move forward, to have success in my life and to be happy and full of joy and fulfilled. but I need to heal to go through this. So some of you may be at the place where you want to withdraw to heal, and other people you need to kind of do in order to heal. And it happens just like grief in different, you might start out with wanting to withdraw, and then you start to move forward. So as long as you don't get stuck in it, you just have to keep moving forward and adapting, but you will heal as you move forward with this process. And then the Six of Cups is understanding that everything happens for a reason, when it's supposed to happen and how it's supposed to happen. It really is about karma, which you guys get a lot of. And it's also understanding that we don't control a lot of things. We can control certain things, and then the other things we have to let go of because we can't control it. And, this card is all about the universe works in mysterious ways. So just keep moving forward, doing your part in it, and then allowing things to fall into line. It's kind of, there's this sense of being grateful for certain things have happened in your past, because this card is about the past shaping the future. So you go through certain things, good and bad, that give you the opportunity to have the life that you want to have, right? To learn the things you want to learn, to gather what you wanted to gather, and then you move towards this life. Just make sure you're creating good karma along the way, because we all know the saying, karma can be blank. Okay, so then the challenge you have can be, this card is about things moving forward fast or not fast, because it's a challenge. So it could be like, I want things to move forward fast, and you have to understand everything happens when it's supposed to happen. So just allow things to kind of brew and fall into place, right? So don't force anything to happen. And then it's, for some of you, it may be that they're going so fast that you need to try to slow it down and balance it. And then others may be difficulty with travel, or that you're traveling and you're having difficulty moving forward with this because you have to travel. The Queen of Wands is all about you shining. So it's interesting. They're saying in order to move through this and to make things move forward faster, it's about you shining, right? And it is an element of, it is about you and what you want and what will help you succeed, and you being kind of either the brand of whatever it is, or you focusing on what your needs rather than the needs of everybody else, right? So when you do that, things move forward faster. It's not about totally being selfish or a narcissist. It's about just kind of stepping forward now and kind of going, okay, it's my time. It's time for me to achieve what I wanted to achieve, and have what I want in my life, and have the life that I want to have. And the more you do that, the more things will move in the right direction. Wow. And then you get the Six of Cups again, which is everything happens when it's supposed to happen and how it's supposed to happen. So all you have to do is shine in it, and everything will fall into place. And then there's this sense of karma. So which I know they talked about you for like a number of months through this year, about karma and you. And it really is about making sure when you do move forward, or any action you take, that you create good karma. Because if you are unhappy, or you're trying to achieve something and you create bad karma with people or in situations, then it's going to eventually come back and haunt you in some way, right? So it's making sure that when you move forward and you shine, and you are focusing on your successes and what you want in your life, that you create good karma along the way. Because it's just kind of like they're saying, you just have to remember the past shapes the future. So what you've done, the karma you've created, will shape the outcome of things. So just make sure your actions are proper, because one way or another, the universe will come back and bite you however it has to pay you back for the karma that you're creating. So if you create good karma, and it's not like you have to be perfect, we all make mistakes, but if you purposely create karma to hurt someone, or to attain something for you over someone else, then that will come back and get you in some form. So just make sure you're creating and shining the proper way, right? It doesn't mean you have to stress and worry about everybody else. It just means that you have to do it the proper way and not step on anybody or do anything to achieve your successes in order to get those things that you want. So it sort of has, it's interesting, like I always ask when they tell me things to give me some suggestions of how that would play out for some people. And some people it's just like you screw someone over to, on purpose so you can have more than they have. For other people, it can be like in a marriage where it's like if you're unhappy in your marriage, then you need to leave the marriage rather than go and have an affair, because then that creates bad karma, right? It's just like pull up your big boy or big girl pants and move forward rather than create bad karma, right? And if you want to, go for a promotion at work, then you do it the proper chains rather than making someone look bad in order to achieve the successes, right? And same with finance. It's like you do things the right way, the fair way, rather than screwing someone over in order for you to have more. So they always keep talking about that for you and how important it is and how karma is so vital to what you do. So just watch that. Think about that every time you do something. And it doesn't mean that you're not going to hurt people's feelings, but as long as the intention is to just move towards your goals but not hurt people, then that's fine. Like not purposely hurt people. Some people do get hurt along the way because they didn't get promoted and you did. Then that happens, right? But and same with like if you broke up a marriage, there will be hurt feelings, but in the long run, it's best for both of you, and you're doing it for those reasons rather than saying, I'm not doing this to hurt the person. I'm doing this because we both need to be happy and we're both unhappy, right? So that's the right reasons. Where if you go and have an affair, then that hurts everybody, right? So I hope that makes sense. Where you need to focus on right now this week is taking a step back and getting a perspective of what your life looks like and what is going on and what you've accomplished or not accomplished, and then seeing the facts and moving forward and moving towards your goals. They're saying that you have the strength to do this and to move towards the goals that you have for 2024 and to make them happen. And then you are just gathering information, learning what you need to learn. You're earning your success, right? So it's kind of like, okay, I need to take the steps forward to achieve these goals this year. And, the great thing about this is that you are at this place where it's going to be easier than it would have been before. Like you've come out of some of the rough water and now you have to do more work, but it's not so hard. And some of the goals you want to reach are not that far off. Okay. Just remember karma. They keep saying it. Just remember karma. Okay. And then the last card, what you don't see coming, is mindset. So this is about focusing on spilled milk, right? They call this the spilled milk card. Don't focus on the things that haven't worked out. Focus on continuing to move forward. So when you're doing this and taking the step back, you just have to watch that you don't focus on all the negative things. And then that stops you from moving forward, right? And that can come in so many different ways for all of us. So it's just kind of saying, okay, I'm not going to stop and figure out the whys or the hows or, all of that kind of stuff and get stuck in all of the details. I'm going to move forward and figure it out as I go. And even if like they talk about karma over and over again, even if there's things that are like, okay, oopsie, I might have done that, then there's ways to pay back karma. There's ways to make it right. You just move forward and do what's right and then move forward. And then I think for Sagittarius, I don't think you do focus that much on negativity. But it's kind of more about figuring out why certain things have happened. And they're just saying, don't fall into that, move forward, move towards all the things that are waiting for you, because there's big things waiting for you. The Death card is my favorite card. It is about the end of a way of being and moving into this new version of yourself. So the old you dies and a new you is born. Yeah, it really feels like 2024, like you've come through so much in 2023, and then 2024 feels like it's going to be a really interesting year for you. And then they're saying the Ace of Wands, which is a new beginning. Again, a whole new beginning, a fulfilling new beginning for you. Really interesting, Sagittarius. It seems like there's a lot to come in 2024. If you want to have a personal in-depth reading with me for 2024, I have a couple options on my website. One is like I go into the whole year and suggest, what the energy is and the insight for the whole year, and then each month I do each month. And then there's a bigger package, which is 4 readings in one, which has the year view and the monthly view, as well as an in-depth love reading, an in-depth finance and career reading, and an in-depth personal well-being reading and what you need to do for that. So all of those options are on my website if you want to go check it out. They're great tools to see and set you up for 2024. Or even for like your birthday year, whatever works for you, but they're now available on my website and they are on sale until the end of the year. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, Sagittarius. If you could like and share my videos, that helps me grow my channel and helps me keep doing these. Have a fabulous holiday season. Happy New Year, and I will see you soon.
Life has no remote. Get up and change it yourself.